Live.
Hey
Hello,
folks,
folks.
how's it going? Dustin Garman here, of course, with the 20th episode of Tell Us About Yourself. My buddy Jeffrey Fox, our co-host,
This guy.
and our special guest today is none other than, should I go? I can't really do it. But is it Willie Boy B1 or is it Kirk Polka? We have Kirk Polka. How's it going, buddy?
It's going good. It's nice to be on the show finally.
Yeah.
Getting asked all tough questions. Got my nice Matt Stevens memorial shirt on.
Represent. I like it.
Yeah.
Before I start off questionnaires and everything, I was going to give you a little update. I was talking about one of our kids in our bike group that sadly, has been diagnosed with leukemia. We found out that he actually caught it about a month early, and he got to go home today, and he's going to start chemo this week. He's going to do it once a week, um, from home to, where to Nashville, which is Tennessee, and back. But there's a really great chance for him. Just keeping him in our thoughts and everything, and I just want to give you a little update. Also, wanted to say thank you to all the folks that was in my event Sunday. I really appreciate that, and the kids that we helped here in Kentucky will appreciate it as well. Our main goal here in our bike group, here we're local, but we also help the surrounding communities and anybody that's in Kentucky wise. We're nonprofit, and all of our profits goes towards kids, and that's our main objective. I appreciate it, folks. Congrats to Kenny Coach and Strader as our. He won the U.S. tournament, and he's going to get a shot at it. I appreciate that, and I appreciate all the participants and donations. All right, folks. Sorry about that. All that. I just wanted to
Good.
get that out real quick. Um, Kurt, where do I start, buddy? I've known you forever, and it
Well,
seems like and you
uh,
started, if I'm not mistaken, because my first Gen Con, I never actually realized it until after a year later. So you were at Gen Con 50.
yes, me and Matt Stevens actually got some cards and some demos on Sunday.
And
And this,
back, it kind of, after Louisville had done started, I had met Michael Bailey. I had never met you yet till y'all had started Louisville. But man, when y'all started Louisville, I looked back and I was like, man, Kirk Polka was there. Matt Stevens was there. Michael Bailey.
photobombed you. That's it. Even little Shelby was there. The Witch of Apprentice. She snuck in the photo too. Yeah, we got demo from King Pink and we jumped in. Yeah,
Yeah,
EC3 Amazing Road, Anthony Gango, and Mr. Not Mentionable Star anymore at this point.
how the now who was the first competitor you started with there?
The first one we actually used at my house was Mr. Star and Anthony Gango.
Anthony
The place.
Gangone is probably the OG is still really. I actually prefer
Just
the
ain't
OG
good.
one before the new one.
Yeah, 'cause you can do what Amy Deans did and do a turn one finish sometimes, depending on your steps.
And with you being at Gen Con 50, I know we've talked about it before with past guests. That to me, I mean, it's still my favorite Gen Con ever. I mean, Super Show wise,
It was
just the
crazy. It
setup and
had
everything.
that ring and everything in there, or the box. I don't know if it was a ring, but it was a nice setup that made it stand out compared to everything else.
It was like its own little building. You just didn't realize there was people all around you. It was so. I mean, it was so set up perfect.
It was the loudest thing in the room, so of course you can get everyone's attention.
And to go forward, because I was talking about after a year, I had realized you were at Gen Con 50. Sadly, I never got to talk to you or Matt back then. But I remember Michael Bailey. And when y'all started Louisville, and I got to realizing Michael Bailey, who was in on, really starting Louisville.
Me and Matt just were playing. We would play in between rounds of Dragon Ball Super, Because I mean, the game's super quick. You get probably 3, 4 games in, and like a game takes 40 minutes. We already play fast. We didn't even know Michael Bailey. He just happened to play at one of the shops we played at, and just like, hey, this guy's. Matt just told me, hey, this guy Mike's up here playing with his wife Belinda up at the store. So he's like, yeah, we got some random people to play Super Show. And after a while, we got Shane into it and Jacob and the whole crew in.
Yeah, I can't wait. Hopefully, I'll have Michael Bailey on here. I got a funny story with him. I'll talk about another show. But
He's
but he's a good character. He's one of them good guys that Matt. I sure do miss Matt. I've had a lot of good times going to Louisville and seeing y'all come together like that, and it's uh, no pun intended, but it's a phenomenal store that y'all have got up there.
yes. I'm sure Jacob would appreciate that. He loves in the comic book world and appreciate it.
But yeah, before we get into some questions from our guests, I've got a little question for you because normally you usually bomb our show. So I'm going to ask you a little question.
Oh,
GPS or TAG?
oh, that's easy. GPS. It's the easiest question ever. I love
That,
GPS. That dude, he's the only guy to botch a promo so bad he blew a hole in his own wall. That's some dedication.
well, I'm
And he
powerful
kept
enough.
going. He didn't even stop his promo. He kept doing it. That's a trooper right there.
That Luna bin. But anyway,
Yeah,
I just
Luna
wanted to get
just
that
get his
out.
meds in order, and he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
We have
What's
the
going on, Rev? You on the
Well,
road?
well, yeah. So, got a question to ask because I don't think it will get asked. So, pineapple or sheep?
I think after this weekend we're gonna go pineapple. He may have snuck me on that new guy, Matt Nealon. Might be getting me on the train.
Alrighty.
What I want to know is who coached him. I mean, he learned so quick.
I mean, he must have just had some muscle memory or something going on.
I mean,
Maybe got on one of those quick courses of Mallory the Destroyer. If you happen to see her training course, she did with Steel Wool before their match.
Whoever coached him has got to be the Lombardia Super Show. I mean, it was quick. Just came out of nowhere.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta slam people before they can lock you up.
And also, Jeff, let me know if we have any questions. You're good.
I don't know. I think Candyman Dan knows all my tricks, so at least the ones that I taught him anyway. He doesn't know all of them. But, I don't think he paid for that lesson. Just just beard balm and normal maintenance. Nothing too spectacular. I think it's just like all natural mostly. Just you know. I don't know. I just thought it was funny because nobody ever does the sheep. Kind of like the cows, and everyone wants to be a horse or something like a shark or all the tough animals. No one ever does any of the other barnyard animals. So. And my daughter also really liked them, so I figured it'd be a fun way to do it because it's like you expect the sheep to be the nice innocent one that helps you go to sleep, and then he just knocks you out. Just gives you a little chop to the chest, and you're down 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Very good.
Okay.
Oh boy, that's a tough question right there. I mean, on paper it looks like looked pretty bad, but I don't think it was. I don't think you guys got that kind of pull with the balls and stuff. I think it was just like a oversight because I mean, like with all the new factions going up, like I couldn't tell you who's in what faction. And heck, I probably can't even tell you. I probably tell you 4 people in Impact. I can't tell you after that. You know, because obviously you can't count John P. He is the face, but you know, you got Dustin and then like Sierra and Simon. Then after that, I don't know. Like I guess Salty Sailor too, but you know, after that, I'm lost.
I was
Yeah, it definitely was a setup because Paul actually really wanted to win that.
I was gonna say, to add back to that question before about your, the sheep concept. I actually thought that you had started maybe that because you are near, Shepherdsville,
I mean, that
and
would make a lot more sense. And
yeah,
Comic World is actually on Shepherdsville Road, so it is kind of fitting. But
when we, which I'm sure you remember, but me and Keith King Code, we used to do 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning promos.
yeah,
And granted, all them promos, I was drunk, but they were goat. We actually, that's the reason why
All
back
right.
when we had a finger puppet and we called him Dr.
So can you
Shepard,
hear me
we
now
called him
on
after
stream?
Shepherdsville. I always
And
wondered if
can
that
you
was the
hear
concept
me
of the
still
sheep.
got
typing
still
or
got
my
my
computer fan?
original one that I used to troll you when we played that game. You were laughing too hard and you forgot what you were playing.
No
Good
helicopters,
times,
but you
good
can
times.
hear me. Okay,
But
cool.
yeah, that's the reason why that was a good question about the concept because I
All right.
always figured it was because of Shepherdsville.
I'm from Michigan, so I'm not even from.
All right. Well, maybe we got my sound fixed for them. All right. So, Practicite would like to know what is the relationship between the character Wooly Bully and the Baanominal one? Same person with different gimmicks, or different people, rivals, or aliens?
Alien. So that's some. He must have got that from Uberstar. I kind of just wanted it originally to be like kind of like Wooly Bully was the heel and Phenomenal One was the face,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And then like originally the character was like a I'm not sure what Pat put in the backstory, but I was originally gonna be like a bodyguard for like King Pink or something, and then I worked my way into the LFF other ways, just beating people up for money, you know. But it's kind of where me, Michael Bailey, and Matt Stevens kind of our backstories are pretty much all set up like that, where we're kind of just beat people up for money and or beer, whatever. We're not too picky. We just want to beat people up and get something for it.
Okay.
And I remember, like back when you were making Wooly Bully, if it's okay to say, the
Yeah,
Finnish grapple was real similar to Anthony Gungone. And I remember
yeah.
you mentioning that back then, back when you were trying to come up with, you know, finishes and stuff like that. And I remember talking to you about that. So,
And you can
always,
kind of see the Anthony Gangone and Mr. Star's influence. I mean, the lamb chop isn't quite the look at it, but I mean, it's actually ended up, what's funny enough, being more like shovel than anything.
Okay. So we mentioned aliens briefly. So, Mark Perry would like to know: do you think Luna Hollows can handle an alien probing?
Yeah, I think she'll knock him out, but I mean, if he wants to step in the ring with her.
All right. Well, we'll probably address that video earlier a little bit later after we get a little bit of the show under our belt.
I'm pretty sure Aelin wouldn't want to mess with my Luna either because GPS already took care of him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd like to see a Luna versus Luna battle.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go.
always a possibility.
Name
Say
Luna
anything.
on a pole match.
That does not sound right. Let's not go with that.
All right. Let me. I've been. All right. The Rev has another question, or I forgot to lower his hand. One of the two. Probably forgot to lower his hand.
Forgot to lower my hand. I'm sorry.
No,
You're
no,
good.
that was me. That was more me because I was dealing with other issues. Do you prefer pointed shovels or square edge shovels? Coming from an Epsilon.
The pointed ones are more my style. The square ones are more Tyler Chaos. I don't want to infringe on his gimmick.
Yeah.
And his, I mean, he did some work at Oktoberfest with 7 stops, I think. It's wild.
Yeah. VHS 101, and I did miss this question a little earlier, would like to know, how many wool cutters does it take to put John P. down?
There'll only be one for him.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna kick out of 4.
Yeah. How many wool
Yeah,
cutters
11.
does it take to put Schmidt down?
I mean, it depends on how many people he's got to help him pick him back up. He was probably looking like Weekend at Bernie's by the time it was done. Like propped up in the corner, like I'm up, I'm on my feet. Don't worry.
Yeah. It was many wool cutters. All right. Again, if people are in the Zoom, they can use the raise hand feature to ask questions, and if you're on Twitch, you can ask questions too. I don't think taking that many wool cutters makes Schmidt hardcore.
No, it just makes him very vulnerable to grapples, apparently.
All right, and Mrs. Living Weapon, the superior living weapon, would like to know, Mrs. Weapon or Living Weapon, and who would you like better, and who have you had a better match with?
Of course, Miss Living Weapon. Yeah, I still got to beat up Michael Deans for that dojo muggy he got on me. I wasn't prepared for him. I had my feet in the wrong position, and he just swept my leg. I was done for.
Yeah.
He won't get me again.
That's fair. Very, very fair. The Rev, this time he has his hand raised again, so.
All
Yeah, you're welcome for the picking Schmidt up those 12 times in the herd cage.
At least you tried to pick me up when I was down. Kind of like, yeah, I feel bad here. I'm like, man, I'm good. I'm good. I just.
But so I do have a question.
Yeah.
Who would you rather go up against, Schmidt or not Schmidt? I'm sorry, John Polverino or Bombada for a title?
I mean, personality-wise, the person I would rather play Bombado. But my sub is 5, and you know that's a terrible stat to have against a 10 Bombado character. So I'd rather play him against Sean P. the character, but Chris Pagillo the person.
Gotcha.
So a match against Bombada playing John P. Sounds great.
I mean, I don't think that's going to happen.
All right. Practice Light would like to confirm the following scientific theorem. As time increases, the probability of being in a tag team with Kirk Polka's character approaches 1.
Yeah, it is highly possible. There are at least one person in here I've talked to, or 2 people I've talked to about this in this chat. So.
Well, we have 60 tornado teams in the game, and if we ever do a tournament diversity because of your characters, I think we drop down to 30.
Yeah, probably. It's definite possibility. Because you also got to think about how it lines up too. Because if I got a tag team with say, if I make one of the Amy Deans and the weapons got diversity and it's all a whole thing.
So as a follow-up to that real quick before I jump into a question that I just skipped over, do you have a create a team subscription plan?
Oh, to sign up to be in one?
I don't know. Maybe just with the boss, you just pay them money every month and you just get a different.
I wish I could just pay them a set fee, but no, I don't have nothing like that. I might take sign-up sheets at some point for people that want to, but definitely after speaking with Mr. Void on your was it your last show or was it the show before?
I believe it was
last show.
I was kind of surprised. I'm like, you know what, that could work out pretty good. Maybe that'll be something you see.
Alright, so Candyman asking the hard-hitting questions of, is
What?
Super Show your favorite card game?
I mean, obviously, it's definitely the correct answer for that question.
Yep.
I
Alright.
actually I don't even play Dragon Ball Super anymore. I gave that up after Matt passed, so I don't actually play a second card game. The only other card game I've played in the past year is, besides Super Show, is Uno, and I don't think that really counts as a card game.
Now, I know earlier you were talking about Dragon Ball Z. Did all of y'all start out playing Dragon Ball and then kind of linked
Everybody,
over to Super
pretty
Show?
much, yeah, pretty much everybody in our group except for Michael Bailey played it. I don't think he's into it, or he don't like he pretty much will play any game though. So I just don't think the Dragon Ball's in his list of likes. Because obviously, if you're gonna play Dragon Ball, you gotta like Dragon Ball. It's not like
Yeah.
Magic or something where you got like wizards or fairies or dragons and stuff. It's just you either like Goku or you don't.
Alright. The Rev seems to have another question, so.
All right, we got the Rev.
So, holy sheep could be a thing.
I mean, it 100% could be. I think that'd be a hilarious team name. I'm not have no problems with said things.
Yeah.
You got my DMs, so.
Alrighty.
Luna and Luna tag team. I mean, there's so many. You
I
have
mean-
enough competitors that you can pick teams with pretty much everyone.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the Luna team, you could make like 2 half moons and make it kind of like yin yang. That'd be pretty cool logo,
I believe
Yeah.
Rev is eastbound and down and asking a lot of questions. I'm messing with you, Rev. We have a hand from the alien invader.
Did he wash his hands before he's raising his hand after he got done with Fox?
Oh, hey.
I'm not sure.
Smells like. Yeah. I mean, Alien Invader did have the. He did have that scathing promo today on you.
Yeah.
So.
He's
Last
definitely.
thing- Last thing we need on the show is alien interference. That's all I'm saying.
Whew,
I
yeah,
mean, you
I
might
don't
better
know.
watch out. He does like to come through windows. So you got that whole big window right behind you, Dustin.
Yeah.
You got your back turned to it too, so you can just sneak right up on you.
Nah. Well, yeah, and I mean, so, whoa, wait, what's this?
Whoa.
You cannot take me, Polka. I am the greatest in the LFF. I am Sin City Wrestling Champion and your Hardcore Champion. You have 1. 2 is greater than 1. And obviously, Alien is greater than Luna Hollows.
I mean, you wanna settle this right now and we can see who it is?
Right here, right now. And I hope all the people in attendance have weapons.
I hope they do. I hope we're in Philly, so it's their venue, so we should have some weapons around.
Oh, yeah. Always do. Yeah, I mean, we can, just do the fight now if you're both ready for it.
I'm ready if that coward is ready.
I'm not scared of you, alien. You're gonna get probed.
Alright,
Well,
I'm gonna,
we're-
I'm
whoa.
gonna keep asking questions, too, while we do this, but, let me, move to the
Whoa.
official...
I feel like a Beckett by a fit.
Yeah.
It's the first time we've had a live issue.
Impromptu match in the middle of the show,
Yeah,
Mr. Foxworthy,
yeah.
a match is not a match unless something is on the line. So the Alien Invader would like to put up a membership ring challenge for the Polka.
Oh, I think, hold on, before I switch to the thing, I think I have pictures of such a thing. Let me,
Oh.
Got stuff hidden. Everyone knows what a membership ring is. Half the people in this chat probably have one.
well, yeah, but I think there's a really
What is
nice one, once I get the,
I think Leo Loudmouth has like 12 membership rings.
but I think the one I'm showing on screen for people, while I also go around and fix my cuts, is a, prototype of one that's being made.
What? What kind of shenanigans are you up to, Alien? What did you pull out of Jeff Fox when you were in that private room?
Listen here, Mr. Polka.
Whoa, what is this?
Should you beat me, you will get your very own official membership ring, an actual ring. And however that bum, Eddie Fury, my tag team partner, likes to call himself self-proclaimed end boss. No. I'm the end boss. If you should win and beat me with a membership ring, you get one. If somebody else should come along and want to earn an actual membership ring, they'll have to go through you, then through me, to earn a membership ring.
So what you're saying is no one else would ever earn a membership ring.
Not even you!
Well, I'm going to win one, obviously. So let's go
An
ahead and
actual ring, folks. That is amazing.
Let's get some bits, people. Let's get some bits for this amazing accomplishment.
They have bits for this?
I mean, it is possible for people to spend bits on this. So.
We actually have bits, folks?
Oh, I already
Whatever.
Yeah. Alright,
Oh boy,
so
that's
the people in the Zoom room, if you want to ask questions, please just do it vocally. Mostly because I can't keep the participants tab open. Well, you got 100 bits from Evil Ed for whatever that does for your match.
Nothing. It does nothing but get you guys some bits. All right, human. Human, do you see my nice shuffle?
Yeah.
And also, I want to remind y'all, I'm also on Twitch, so I'll be watching. If y'all have questions, Kurt Polka's here to answer.
There you go, human. My 3 cards.
All right.
No good luck for you. Good luck for me only.
Well, you're a jerk, aren't you?
That is an 8. Oh,
You got it, Mr. Alien. I was just letting you win that first turn roll, so you got a false sense of security over there.
I'm gonna give me one.
snap
of those,
headlock.
Jeff.
I'll draw a card. That's fine.
Human, you're falling into my plan.
Power 10.
Maybe he'll
That is
give
a
me
6.
an impact discount.
Yeah. Well, you know, Evil Ed, one of the things he wants to know is who Kirk's favorite DBZ character is.
Because the alien invader, of course.
Alien Vader isn't even a Dragon Ball character. I'm going to try to bust out an iconic performance.
Iconic performance is good.
All right, I'll add this arm and collar. If we're going villain, it's going to be Zamasu. And if we're going to go hero, it is... Oh, 10 again.
That's an 8 for me. My ring does me no good.
Well, there you go. I'm going to see if this nerve hole going to stick.
The nerve hole does stick, human.
Okay.
Jeff McPete asked a question. What is your opinion, the best and most shocking title defense you watched at Marktoberfest? Okay.
8, human.
That I watched, the best match I watched was Mallory versus Steelwool, for sure. The most shocking, I definitely was not expecting McPeak Inc. to get away that quick. But it was definitely a good match. Someone pop iconic to draw with Luna Hollow's gimmick.
Yes. 8.
7.
Give me a good card.
You don't need good cards.
How about a chokehold? I am choking and holding you.
I suppose I will allow that because
And
I
VHS 101, yes, this is a fan brings a weapon because we're in Philly, man, and we
8.
love weapons.
5.
Ho, 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 ho. Human,
Yes.
I am going to abduct you.
I don't know what that is.
It is a finished grapple. Grapple, pound.
You got a pile of subs in play, but your weak strike is no match for my 9. So we're running a layer at you.
Not fair, human.
I don't know what to say,
sub
Jeff. First,
6.
we have alien interference. We're having a match.
6.
We get to see this real LFF membership.
No VHS 101, this is not from True Survivor, it is from Michael Bailey,
7.
You got it.
who I believe has been working on this step for many years.
I'm going to attempt a lucky shot.
Hughes, cover off Hughes.
A
Weak
lucky
strike.
How about a back rake? We each draw a card.
All right.
Oh, Soratonin would like to know what Kirk Polka's favorite polka creation is.
8 because of the ring.
7.
my
Chloe is
ring.
my favorite deck of the ones I've made.
Chugga. Chugga! Chugga!
Ooh.
We'll give you an arm and collar. We both draw.
Oh.
Not nice.
Straighten them.
Agility 10, human!
Yeah, you loaded dice. I get it. Sneaky alien.
But he's
Arm
got a
stomp.
nice mountain. I mean,
Yeah, you could draw 2. That's fine.
It better be, because I'm drawing 2.
My arm has been stomped. Oh boy.
9!
You got it.
Oh!
Bono would like to know how much wood for a sheep.
At least 3 planks.
The 7, 1, 8.
Oh, that isn't nice. It's only strike we got in play too, huh?
Do you see the
Give you a pretzel twist.
about if the Pokemon trainer could
Pretzel.
be
Aaron posted it.
yeah. What did you think about my
8!
my
A 9.
I mean, I don't know what Polka thinks about your post.
The red submission pin.
I'm gonna discard arm and collar.
I have some Polka merch that people haven't seen right here.
Some what? Yeah, some Polka arts.
I give him a breath.
I'm gonna try Armenian Super Show.
A follow-up grapple. How about
No.
snap kick?
All right. 8.
Mute your mic, Amy. Human,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Okay.
Have interference from the living weapons, folks.
I'm gonna pop this pretzel twist to draw.
Oh man, that killed me. So, what's your favorite thing to eat for breakfast in Kentucky?
Asked by Candyman.
Yep.
Candy man. I just heard some cards, so I've been distracted by this Joker over here. Either maple sausage or maple bacon. Either way, as long as it's maple flavored. Forearm shot, lead strike.
That ain't what I heard. I heard you like alien flavor. It's good.
Definitely not. I will go ahead and draw.
Alien sausage is surprisingly filling.
6.
That is a 10, human. Because
You
my
would.
agility is so much better than yours.
I don't think so.
How about a capture suplex?
How about a snap kick? We both draw.
I will still draw 1.
Sir, Tony wants to know Super Show or UFS?
6. I haven't played UFS in a while. It's
9.
Yeah, you got it. I got a 6. It's kind of out of my price range right now of what I want to spend on the game versus what amount I play it.
An alien probe, human. Finish submission.
This
So
alien just won't stop.
Follow this thing.
No.
Strike 9.
Submission 9.
Oh boy. Strike.
Don't forget the folks. to
Submission
also
9.
Go into our raffle. I'm going to give away one of my foil
Shake
True
'em.
American guys. So,
Agility 8.
Technique 8 because of the ring, human. Ha ha ha. I must discard a card.
Yeah.
I will discard flying elbow drop.
So much stuff going on here.
So, yeah, you know, this is
7.
the first time a fight broke out on an interview show.
7.
yeah, no, we've even had Uberstar on there and others, and we've even had Jockey, and we've had, you know, a horse and all these different things.
That's a 7, Polka.
No
What'd you
one
get?
have we ever had.
I got 6. Unless you.
All right. I will discard the knee lift. And I will pass
Oh jeez.
and bury the probe.
Collector, exclamation mark, tell us
8.
for the raffle.
7.
Hey.
I'm probing your rectum tonight.
I don't think so. I'm gonna discard fall away slam to
Then you
draw.
killed him.
Props to that.
I'm gonna try
Oh.
Lunar Eclipse, finish sub.
Oh.
Finish submission.
Aliens should be able to avoid lunar landings, so.
You'd think that.
Yeah.
You can't avoid an eclipse.
Backdrop. We
Ooh.
each draw.
I guess you can.
You can, yeah. You just go on the other side of the planetary
seven.
bottom in between the sun and Earth.
Six.
And you don't see ships
6.
anymore.
Oh boy. I'm gonna try to get you with the spellbound slam. Finish grapple.
I'm kind of
The finish-
surprised Polka's
The
deck
finish
don't
grab
have a shovel.
pal.
Yeah.
How about an alien invasion?
Oh.
Oh boy. That's no fun.
That abduction is going on top.
Which one's that? The strike?
The pal.
Okay.
Mhm.
9.
10. Oh boy, human. Are you getting abducted?
I'm gonna hit you with some elbows.
Oh.
Oh,
Alien interference.
Can't get that
just like
easy.
the alien interference
5.
our show.
Eh.
8.
You got it, coach.
Hey.
How about I missed you in your face?
Is this match no DQ or something?
It is not a no DQ
Oh
match.
yeah, it is. It is no DQ. Yeah, that's right. So what do you got in the discard pile? Anything good?
Alien abduction. 718. Capture suplex.
Can't
Flying
have
double
DQ
jump.
with weapons.
Knee lift and the shugga, shugga, shugga.
I'm fixing to get somebody in my chair.
Yeah, that's good.
I will grab the alien abduction.
Okay.
Draw 1 card, and my next turn roll is +1. Let me check hand size. 7, 8. I must discard.
Okay.
Ooh.
Evil
This-
alien.
Snap punch is discarded.
Okay.
+1. 10.
Oh boy. 5.
A draw and a discard of a lariat knot. I shall abduct you, sir.
Drop.
Ah. Human.
Can't make it easy on you. Power 10.
That is cock die. That is an 8 due to the membership ring, which does me no good.
Finish strike.
I can
Ability
trust that
strike
the alien can count better than Schmidt.
Sadly, the finish strike is good.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
That is just a. Oh, I gotta flip a weapon too. So, I flipped a broom, so power +1. It ain't gonna do nothing.
Okay.
It's just
So-
a 7.
A 7. Ha! I'll no sell it. Ah, cocked. And there's an 8 because of the ring. Human, get off me.
You would.
Get off me, human.
So what do you got?
Top meter 1.
You can tell you're in Philadelphia when they bring a broom for a weapon because they don't need it to clean.
10.
8.
Draw a good card.
Man, you must have drawn terrible.
Call to the crowd.
Sure.
Yeah.
Where's the crowd? I don't hear nobody from the crowd.
There is no crowd.
Lariat takes it.
You got like 12 people in here watching this.
Yeah, I know. and
Unfor-
Nobody made
unfortunately-
noise.
That isn't going to hit.
That is going to hit. I will flip the knee lock.
There were too busy
Only for
talking
you,
about
Polka.
Pokemon cards and stuff, though.
I shall put back
I don't have no
Yes.
Pokemon cards. There aren't married.
the 718 and the abduction because I am going to play very aggro, human.
Oh.
You would.
You tell me when to stop, human.
You're good.
I will draw 2 cards.
I'll strike 9.
That is a 6. Let me count before you play a card.
Sure.
I have 10 exactly. We're good.
Okay. Call to the crowd. We grab.
Oh, the new one.
Yep.
I wouldn't be the alien invader if I wasn't aggro. Spinning elbow.
Oh boy. Oh, Tech 5.
10. Human.
They're throwing agilities like crazy.
I know.
718.
Oh.
Ugh. Double arm bar.
Human, I do not appreciate that.
Strike 9.
That is a 6.
Ugh.
I mean, out of 50 dice, he couldn't roll higher than a 9. No, I'm just playing.
That's a 6. I rolled a 6.
I got a 9.
Yeah, it's you.
Pass Barry running lariat.
Your lariat is no good.
Strike 9.
7. Boo.
Oh boy. I'm gonna pass Barry Armenian Super Show.
Your super show is no good for here.
Super Show is always good.
8.
10.
Ooh.
Armenian Super Show.
Oh boy. I think I got myself into a pickle. It is good.
Right.
We are pretty sure that Alien Vader is not Matt Nealon with those sweatbands. Yes.
No, humans! It is I, the alien invader.
The key is that Nealon wears them on his head.
He squeezes his brain too tight.
I'll pick up finish grapple and finish strike.
I do not approve.
I don't know who let the alien out of Area 51.
Power 10.
That is a 7, human.
Hardcore. Well, he's more hardcore than Schmidt.
I'm gonna pop the double armbar and then play finish grapple.
The finish grapple is good.
Oh boy. I'm gonna add the double armbar to hand. Oh, I rolled a 9 and I hit you with a lightsaber for agility +1.
What the?
So it's a 9 to a 10.
That is a 9.
Alright. 1.
That is an 8. I'm going the wrong direction. The wrong direction.
Yeah, I mean, who brings a lightsaber?
Human! You have defeated me.
You know what? Actually, it makes 100% sense to bring a lightsaber to fight an alien.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell y'all real quick. Sorry, I had to mute and get on the phone. My Luna forgot that Tuesdays. It was actually Tuesday.
It's all good.
All right.
Human, you beat me. Good game.
Good game, Mr. Alien.
Are you really gonna shake his hand though, Kirk?
I mean, oh gosh, I need to have my assistant bring hand sanitizer. I forgot
your hand looks like Nickelodeon right now. You know, like the slime. Yeah, you need to wash it off.
I don't know where it's been with Jeff Bucks.
Like you just went to the slime awards.
Do we have any other questions that I missed in the meantime?
So I believe
because I had the Dragon Ball question. That's the Zamasu's the villain and Goku is the hero.
Yeah. So everybody, I guess, had a question after the online tag league tournament is over. Will the sheep stay? Enjoy the bodybuilding.
Well, anything's possible in LFF. You never know.
I mean, who knows? His little his sheep puppet might even join that.
I mean, maybe the sheep puppet. Maybe Lamb Chop escaped from there. Maybe that's why the bodybuilding came out. They're trying to find him.
I'm gonna say, like, I'm old enough to remember Lamb Chop as a kid's show, and I'm gonna say, when I go to a supermarket and I see a dog chew toy labeled Lamb Chop, it's kind of disturbing.
Yeah, that was the only when we had our dog. That was the only toy we had.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, that and Black Panther. Love Black Panther.
Oh, all right. So best shirt Polka is Serotonin telling you. Loves your shirt, which.
Oh yes, it's a.
Yep, the Matt Stevens shirt.
Great shirt.
Yep. Bombada would like to know horse or pineapple.
Oof, that's rough. You're putting me in a tough spot. See, I've known the horse for way longer than pineapple, so I'm gonna have to go with the horse.
Yep, makes sense. Barnyard Mafia or bust. Who do you like better, and who is the least? Mark Perry, Alien Invader, or Salty Sailor?
In order, probably Alien, Mark Perry, and Salty Sailor, because Salty Sailor betrayed John Glace and joined Impact. Which, I mean, technically you could say that the Salty Sailor is the Mark F. and Perry, but, you know, never seen them in the same place at the same time.
Yeah. Fair. I mean, definitely very fair. Hold on 1 second. You have any questions? I'm going to do something real quick to download to show on screen.
I got a little question for you, Kurt. You know, you had a long reign, and you know, as the underworld champ and everything you've accomplished. What's probably been one of your best matches, or one of your best, you know, moments that you've had here in the LFF?
I mean, I've had so many good matches. I mean, like, if you count that one that we first played and I beat you wearing a sheet mask where you couldn't even laugh, you couldn't even do anything.
I could even be in gimmick. I mean, I was looking at the. I was
You
looking.
couldn't even stay in character because you're laughing the whole time. But I think my best overall match, I think the one that actually got the most over with the crowd, because you got to think, like, not match isn't just the match and if you win or lose. I think the actual best match of my entire career was the first match with Ryan Pierce, because if you went into that match, when you looked at the chat, everybody was saying, boo Ariel, boo this, boo that, Ariel's broken, you know, it's a crutch. And then 5 turns or so into the match, when I hit him with that shovel or the miss, I can't remember which one I hit him with first. As soon as I did that, the crowd, literally, it was a double turn right there in the middle of a match. Everyone was cheering Ariel, and everyone was booing me, and it was great, because I don't think there's ever been a match in the LFF that's had a reaction like that, up until maybe the John P thing, but that was more of a, you know, that's more of a outside of the game thing versus a in the game. And maybe one day we'll get match 3 with me and Pierce. No title, just beatings. We'll see. We'll see if Mr. DeMello can book that sometime.
I know what. Oh, you're good, Jeff.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I was sent a picture, which I'm trying to get it to fit, of.
Hopefully, it wasn't from Alien.
No, not from Alien. I'm trying to get it to actually like show right on the screen. Oh, that's why. Of a card actually called Kirk Polka from some game.
Oh yeah.
UFS.
I have 3 champion cards in UFS. I won the Canadian National Championship, the U.S. Championship, and the U.S. Tag Championship, and the World Tag Championship. So,
it's Hardcore Champion showing up now.
There he is. Alien got sent back to outer space with the Uber Star.
Yeah.
And
hey,
that's awesome.
Everyone jumping on.
That is from like 2010 or something like that. I can't remember. That's old. Poor Dan Hughes was like a baby when that came out.
I know one thing, Polka. One thing that I hadn't mentioned yet, but probably the most I've missed is bringing that bluegrass up there and having the rivalries we had.
I can never win that dang old belt. I probably never get it. That'll give me something to go for at some point.
Well, I know for a fact I won't be able to go for it now, but I miss the times that I came up there. We had that big rivalry, and you know we would post promos so early in the morning, and I'm not gonna lie, like I said before,
you were drunk in half of them.
I was drunk every promo, but we always had great promos against each other.
Good time.
It was always fun, and that's one thing I miss so much.
I mean, hopefully 2021 we will be able to do that. I mean, we got Plaid Saturdays 3 scheduled, and the Matt Seals Memorial scheduled, I believe, January 30th, but I highly doubt that's going to happen now with the spike in the COVID and everything. But
yeah,
it'll probably be online. Hopefully, maybe we get Fox and you guys to host it.
Definitely.
Hey, that'd be awesome. Dude, for Matt's event, Matt meant tremendously a whole lot to me, and all you guys, you know, all you guys just watching y'all like build up like y'all did. And I know me and Keith, when we would go up there every time y'all had open arms, and we try to do, even when y'all didn't have big events, we would just, you know, want to show up.
I remember my first match I played Keith. We played in the last round, And I hit him with a finish on crowd meter 5, and I botched it, and he broke out. And then he beat me in 2 turns after that. I was so upset.
And my camera is not working.
No.
Today was not the best technical day for me. All right, let me try to go find some questions while my camera's... Because there's been quite a few since...
Now you're back.
All I'm gonna say is before the show, you did go in a breakout room with the alien or whatever, and you come
Nothing's been the
back.
same since.
Yeah, no. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep, good times only. So the Bombada would like to know, if you left higher class to start your own stable, who would you want with you that isn't in higher class?
Oh boy, that's a tough question. How many people do I got to make this super faction, this super made-up fantasy faction with?
Well, normally I would say a total of 5 others,
6?
because
Well,
Faction Wars...
You got enough for Faction Wars?
Yeah.
I would say yeah. Yeah, 5 is good.
And I imagine you could steal from other factions too, just because.
Of course, because this is similar to the NFL draft, and you could draft people out of other factions when you make a brand new
Except for
team.
the higher class, apparently. So they're the only ones that you can't draft from.
I mean, obviously, because that would just be the same faction over again. I mean, that's the easiest answer ever.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna go through all the factions and do like a super, like, because I'm not gonna pick someone like Candyman because that's too obvious. I mean, I'd probably draft Mark Perry, Italian Bombada, the Uber Star because it just makes me laugh with his crazy shenanigans, and somebody's gotta be the one that distracts when we leave, because obviously if we're not in the higher class, you're gonna be up to some shenanigans. Nico makes me laugh when we talk sometimes in the little Discord rooms, so I think that's 4. Miss Living Weapon. And Mr. Poppin' Twist, because he brings a lot of sneaky stuff. Like, he just makes sheep balloons. Why not?
Yeah.
Who doesn't want that? You gotta entertain the people when you're having a new faction.
Yeah, makes sense. Serotonin would like to know, how many unreleased competitors do you have?
I plead the 5th on that question.
All right.
It's probably more than 5.
All right. Mrs. Weapon would like to know, do you think Ariel is broken?
The old one, yes. The new one it's difficult, but it can be done. Like, if you run Making Impact in your deck, or one of the 3 versions of it, she isn't really as bad as the original one was. And even if you had that against the original one, you'd still be losing a card every time. So I don't think she's that bad. Mm-hmm. She's got probably one of the best overall finisher sets, if including boosts of characters that don't really need it, with card effects on it. Because obviously Super Ombre and Snake Pit have the best finishes, because they're just all huge boosts, and they pretty much will pin you after crowd meter 1.
Right.
Almost.
So, Bombada has a question in the Zoom room. So, if you would like to ask it audioly or visually, you can.
Yeah, just be audioly. What's up, Kirk?
What's up, Mr.
I wish I saw you this weekend. How come everybody was thinking you were there this weekend when obviously it was Dan Hughes?
Of course.
It was Sierra Nevada being played and everything.
Yeah, I would never play Sierra Nevada. Why would I play?
No.
Obviously, I didn't. Dan Hughes also, unfortunately, didn't make Top Cut because of the strength of schedule robot that is bullcrap, but
And yeah, I saw everybody saying that it's you, especially in that video that I opened up from that package saying it's Kirk Polka talk. I'm like, oh, that was easily Dan Hughes' voice.
Okay. You definitely had a good ventriloquist robot with you too. I mean, you are from New York, so you got a little bit of expendable income. Those sort of deluxe toys, so you did very well. And I hope whatever that trade you got that was delivered by not Kirk Polka was a great trade and enjoyed the cards.
It was delivered by Steel Wool.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Yes, it was.
I saw you got my Cardinal Championship with replica belt.
Oh, and then also that other trade that you gave Steel Wool to bring to me, which is great. That hollowed Wooly Bully and the hollowed Chloe, both beautiful.
Yes, they're very good, and hopefully anybody who wants us can get them payoff packs. I do not have any clue when the release date is. I hope that it is this month. for the alternate Wooly because I literally get like 10 questions about it every time I play it on stream or anywhere.
It's beautiful, man. All right, thank you.
No
All
problem.
right. Before I get into the zooms, I'm going to. Candyman Dan said if it was really him, there's no way he wouldn't have made Top Cut. So.
I mean, maybe there's an imposter for the imposter. Maybe there is multiple Dan Hughes. Maybe there's a third brother we don't know about yet.
Yeah.
We can't sell him short though. He's a really great player.
He's definitely really good.
Yeah. All right.
Just
yeah. So the collector would.
It was Hondu's.
The collector wants to know what product you use in your glorious beard. I think he wants a specific product as opposed to just beard balm.
I don't remember. It was some Amish one. I'll send it.
All right.
Usually anything you get from the Amish people are always good, so you gotta trust them. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. His other question, which I missed, was about you winning the Canadian Nationals. How did you win Canadian Nationals if you're not Canadian?
If you just show up and you're from Michigan, you used to be able, before 9/11, you could just drive right over. You didn't need a passport or anything. If you lived in Michigan, anyway, you were allowed to travel across the border pretty freely. And I just showed up and won their event and left Canada, and that was the history there.
Everybody would like to know, what is your top 5 favorite competitors in the SRG and LFF game?
That's tough. Obviously, I won't name any of my own, but obviously Prince of Fashion has done a lot for me. I've done very well with him, and he's been one of my staple decks for a while. My first deck that I did really well with AJ Styles. EC3 has a special place in my heart because the deck that I used to win with was a deck I worked on with Matt, and he used it a lot too. He actually beat King Pink in his first tournament with EC3, I believe. And out of new ones, like we're not going with all the old school and indie stuff, I'll just name 5 old ones. Obviously, everybody's very interesting because he's got a lot of things that no other character has. He's kind of an out-of-the-box character. The same with the Mad One. He's kind of, like, I love all of the characters that come out of Florida from that group just because they're just like, they may be varying in power level and maybe be good and, crazy, but they're all very unique in the gimmick-wise where it's doing something that isn't just, if you roll power, do this. If you get a strike, do this. Like Chugonomics, he made me laugh so much when I played him the first time when he had his character. I think Mac Attack is a very underrated character where she is going to, I think after someone gets a really good build with her, she was probably going to start being in a lot of top cuts. Because it's very similar to the tag gimmick where he has to get his grapple and discard pile to do that. But he gets random, so it's a little better, but it's still a good thing.
Yeah.
And I actually really liked playing the Italian Bombata, the character, because I get to say forget about it and do that and cause trouble. But, I mean, that's 5. I named 7, but,
Yeah.
I figured I'd name newer ones and, a couple older ones.
Yeah.
And obviously Mars seems to be the best Cosmic Crusader. I mean, we haven't played her yet, but on paper she seems the best. But we'll see. I mean, that's usually how predictions go. You give your predictions, and you're horribly wrong, and then Tara's going to end up being the best one, and then whatever.
Yeah, well, Tara won a membership ring submission match against the Collector last night, so that's always an impressive thing.
I mean, recursion is always going to be good in any game you play in.
Yep. All right. Practice Site would like to know how you got Breeze to agree to be on Snap a Selfie.
I did not have anything to do with it. I talked to the boss, and then everything else came from that. So it may have ended up coming through all their wonderful, what do you call it, raids or whatever they do.
Yeah.
So maybe that was what it was. I'm not really sure how that one got through.
Master Micah would like to know, who do you think will give away the most cards on the dojo tonight? Which is kind of weird when you don't know who's host all but one of those.
I believe it's Mackenzie and Schmidt. So Mackenzie will definitely destroy at least 90% of the people she plays, so it'll definitely be Schmidt, for sure. And then if Steve shows up, then that number may go up.
All right. So if people would like to get their final questions in, Schmidt said sure. I don't think he agrees with your assertion. But...
I mean, I gotta make you ready to fight and get some good sales on until I beat you up and get free cards.
Yeah. Candyman Dan, the raffle is ! Mark and tell us. Play is for the dojo. So if anyone has any final questions they want to get in, as we are about 10 minutes, a little bit past 7:30 due to the that brawl that broke out with the weapons here.
So sometimes you go to Philly and you just gotta start a fight. I mean, that's how you gotta do it.
Yeah. Sora Turner wants to know: would you want to foil Stips?
Would I want to foil them or would I want them?
Yeah. The words were, would you want to foil Stips? But
I mean, I don't like stipulations, and I'm pretty open about it. I mean, obviously, if you want to laugh, my favorite stip is Ring of Fire. I have to pick one of all the stips because it puts you on a clock. So there is no being a slow player in Ring of Fire. You are gonna either be burned alive or you're gonna play fast and win at crowd near zero. Usually those ones don't go very long, and they're kind of like chess matches. And the same thing with the Steel Cage. That's why I like those the best.
Micah would like to know plaid or polka dots?
I don't think I've ever worn polka dots, so plaid auto wins that question.
All right. Practice would like to know: do you like polka music?
Never really listened to it unless you count Weird Al. So.
I feel like this guy just got done watching Home Alone.
Yeah.
Probably.
Polka. I'm just kidding.
You're all good.
Babada just mentioned tell that to Brain and Alex Flores that Ring of Fire doesn't go long, since they did have an hour and a half long Ring of Fire match with Ricochet. And
how many questions do you ask? Don't ask 50 questions. That's not what Super Show's about.
Yeah, I mean,
ask one time, remember, and then if you don't remember, sorry.
It was all rejected, I believe, that got that match really long.
No, just kidding.
All right.
That's one of the best cards in the game that isn't a skill card.
Yes.
100%.
Do you think the Weapons Tornado has a good shot at a Tornado Championship coming from the Living Weapon?
I mean, nobody honestly expected Caddy Kitty to beat the Dangerous Alliance, and that happened. So, I mean, literally anything could happen in the LFF. You could have.
So, since we're getting close to the end, Pop and Twist has a question, so we'll finish up with him.
All right.
All right, Kirk. So it's real simple. What's your favorite signed spectacle card that you have in your collection? And if you could have anybody from the history of wrestling to sign one for you, a living or dead, who would be the #1 name you want to have on one?
Alexa Bliss has literally saved my butt so many times in the Super Show, so she's definitely going to be my #1. But if I could get anybody to sign it, #1 signing that I could get would either be the Undertaker or Shawn Michaels. I would put Shawn Michaels above the Undertaker, but those would be my top 2 picks. Because Shawn Michaels, who I grew up with, I watched that, as a kid, I somehow sat through that Iron Man match with Bret Hart. I was on edge the whole time because neither of them got a win. I sat through and watched it. I was so sad when they went to time and no one got it. And then, after they did that whole, there has to be a winner, and then he won, I was so excited over that. But yeah, so Shawn Michaels is definitely my #1 of who I would want, and with a very close second of the Undertaker.
All right. With that, we'll finish the show. We will need to draw a winner for the raffle. So let me do that real quick. So the winner of the foil set of True American Guy is Evil Ed.
Hey, that Ed. He's always getting in trouble in the dojo, throwing bids and subs, and he's always up to something.
Yeah.
He's not very evil though, because he's so giving. It doesn't make much sense.
Yes. And him in the compound last night did their charity stream for veterans and everything. So it's always good to see
Compound's good people.
Yep. It's always good to see good people win stuff. So, Ed would like to pay it forward. So, do you want me to just do a redraw, Ed? Or do you want to pick someone to pay it forward to? Wait a second, because of the delay between stream and chat. Which is always the weird thing, because it's usually like 30 seconds to a minute at times for a delay. You pick. Polka's the guest, so should we redraw or pick someone to pay it forward? What do you think, Polka?
I mean, we can always just give it to somebody. I think I'd give it to Mr. Poppin' Twist for gracing us with a wonderful presence. As long as he makes one balloon for a Toys for Tots kid and gives it to him, I think that is the deal.
Well, I agree with you,
Take care of some
Kirk.
kid. Take care of the kids.
He's a really good choice for all he does as well, and
Just make a kid smile. That's all I ask of you, Mr. Poppin' Twist.
Well, I'm making kids smile, but there's not a lot of kids right now, with the whole quarantine thing.
Well, I mean, you do it however you do it. You figure it out.
send me your address, brother.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's awesome. And with that, Mr. Poppin' Twist, hit up Dustin for shipping on that, and thank you everyone for watching.
What a happy day!
Kurt, I appreciate you being on, brother.
Well, for sure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was a very unique show too, with a brawl breaking out. So, do we know who's on next week, Dustin?
Yes, I do. Next Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, as always. Somebody Bombada kind of knows, and I know as well, of course. Former Impact member.
Oh, former. Okay.
Oh, the Bombada's gonna
Everett Evie Fresh.
Oh, man.
Everett.
Oh yeah. Don't put me in there though. I mean, he's only my local GM, but yeah.
He's sneaking on.
Yep.
Without telling you, huh?
Now, I do nothing in scheduling. That way people don't ask me, hey, when am I scheduled? And then
I do booking.
Yep, he does the booking. So, like, if you ever want to be on the show, just keep messaging Dustin. All right, folks. With that, we will say goodnight. Good luck for everyone who wants to go into the dojo.
Until next time.